Are we correct? Fantastic.
With no warning, a car on the other side of the road veered across and slammed into them.
But the car's actually hit him from side on, and yeah, it's just sprayed people everywhere.
While nearly all in the group were killed or injured, teenagers James and Matt Orsini incredibly managed to escape injury.
I saw the car, I just jumped out of the way. Yeah, I don't know why I jumped, I just did.
But relief at surviving turned to horror.
We didn't know who was alive or who was dead.
Other teenagers nearby did what they could.
And we just put people on their sides and checked pulses and that sort of stuff. But for some, it was too late.
Those killed were 16-year-old Shane Hurst, his 17-year-old sister Abby, Stevie Lee Waite, 15, and 16-year-olds Cassandra Manners and Corey Dowling. With so many dead, there was a desperate battle to save the injured. One of the most critical, a girl, was flown to Adelaide. Another boy, Nicholas, stepbrother of Matt and James Orsini, has been flown to Melbourne. Police say when they first arrived at the scene, it wasn't just the carnage which shocked them, but the driver of the car. He'd gone, leaving the vehicle in the grapevines and 2 young children in the back.
What is unfortunate is the male driver chose to leave the scene for whatever reasons we don't know at this stage. He left and disappeared into the grapevines, leaving the 2 children in the car.
It's understood it was through information from the children police arrested a man later.
Anybody who leaves the scene of a collision, who leaves people dead and dying, really need to have a good look at themselves.
A thought in the minds of this devastated community as they struggle to come to terms with what happened.
Brett McLeod is nearby in Mildura. Brett, the driver was charged a short time ago. Do we know what with?
We do, Mike. 34-year-old Thomas Graham Towell of Redcliffs was charged this afternoon. Numerous offences, including 5 of culpable driving, of negligence causing serious injury and failure to remain at the scene of a collision. He's remanded in custody here at the Mildura Police Station to appear in court tomorrow. And Mildura now has to try to pick up the pieces and carry on after this devastating accident. It's something they will do, but certainly something they'll never forget. For now, back to you.
All right, Brett, thanks very much.
Thanks, Mike.
The worst accident black spots in the Sydney region are to be the subject of an audit that's been commissioned by the new Roads Minister, Eric Roosendahl. He's demanding to know if enough of the road maintenance budget is being used to fix problem areas and save lives.
Black spots can be a deadly nightmare. This intersection near Wollongong was one, but the RTA is on a mission to fix them.
I've asked them to analyse the causes of accidents at these black spots to ensure that we are prioritising our $660 million maintenance budget correctly.
It follows claims the safety of Sydney's roads is at a 10-year low, causing insurance premiums to surge. Claims for pothole damage have doubled in a year.
Clearly Sydney roads are under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of traffic.
This intersection at Cumberland Highway and Old Windsor Road in Wentworthville is the state's worst crash site, with 119 accidents in 1 year.
New South Wales roads are in an appalling condition.
The Australian Automobile Association believes as many as 250 people lost their lives last year because of unsafe roads. That's half the state's road toll, but the government says that's not entirely the case.
The major causes of fatalities in New South Wales roads is speed, driver fatigue and alcohol. And
the new Roads Minister has also met with the new Cross-City Tunnel boss. In what he called a very difficult first meeting, Eric Roosendahl asked for a toll review, but an answer is a long way off. Peter Stefanovic, National 9 News.
Corrective Services admit the prisoner who slipped out of Long Bay Jail yesterday has escaped before. 54-year-old Andrew Tyrrell also made a getaway during a prison stint in 1986. This time, the minimum security prisoner jumped the fence, his absence unnoticed until a passing motorist saw him running down the road.
There may be emotional problems or issues relating to his family that caused him to escape.
He is not considered dangerous. Police are setting up a list of the state's most wanted in a bid to get our worst criminals off the streets.
I think this is a process where the public can assist the police catching these people. They're dangerous, they're violent, and we want them in jail.
Top of the list is Ramon Umaran, wanted over a gang-related shooting murder, followed by double murder suspect Malcolm Naden. The entire catalogue will be posted on the police website. A Navy vessel has fired warning shots to capture an Indonesian boat caught fishing in Australian waters in the north. With more than 140 Indonesian fishing boats now in the area, new Defence Minister Brendan Nelson warns they'll enter our exclusion zone at their own peril.
This Indonesian iceboat was intercepted 25 nautical miles inside Australian waters on Friday, but only after warning shots from HMAS Gawler.
It required some number of 12.7mm shells to be fired across the bow.
Last week, the 75-metre Chen Long, the largest illegal fishing vessel ever captured in our waters, was also escorted into Darwin, and Brendan Nelson's talking tough.
This is about the defence of Australia, and we're not going to muck about.
With reports another 144 illegal fishing boats are currently just outside our economic zone off the north coast, the ministers asked the top brass for new options to combat the trade.
We will do anything and everything we can lawfully and diplomatically to not only discourage them but to intercept them.
To Labor, a Coast Guard's the only answer.
What you need is a cop on the beat 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Another key issue is military equipment. The Minister rejecting reports our troops are burdened with faulty and unsafe gear, insisting he's been advised the diggers have the best available. But Labor says internal defence documents show soldiers are discouraged from giving honest feedback.
There is no doubt that the government is not acknowledging the full extent of the problem.
David Turnbull, National 9 News.
Opposition and women's groups have slammed the federal government's latest proposal for cutting the abortion rate. Health Minister Tony Abbott wants to fund church groups to give pregnant women counselling.
I think that any services which the Christian churches deliver will be delivered with great professionalism.
Not every woman who is dealing with the consequences of an unplanned pregnancy would choose to be counselled by a church.
Last Thursday, Parliament stripped Mr Abbott of his veto rights over the abortion drug RU486. The rules are being changed to allow more Australians to make the greatest gift of all. Those willing to donate their organs to save the lives of others can now legally give their blessing without being overruled by their families.
Our intentions have always been very good.
You can save people's lives after yours has ended.
Sometimes, as with cricketer David Hooks, you can save many lives.
From an organ point of view, it was 8. In total, it was 10 because of the fact that it's more than just organs. It's organ and tissue donation.
5.5 million Australians are prepared to donate organs, and we have one of the highest transplant success rates in the world. But very few organs actually get to the 2,000 and more patients on each year's waiting list. The biggest stumbling block? Distressed families overruling the donor's wishes. But these new organ donation agreement forms change that.
Once people are on the register, their relatives only need to be informed that donation is taking place. They don't need to be specifically requested for permission for donation.
Connie Thorley was one of the lucky ones, given 2 new lungs a fortnight ago.
How far they got you walking here?
They can walk me right around the hall.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
good
it's
stuff.
marvellous.
What's needed now is for all existing donors and those to come to sign the new agreement forms. They'll be printed on all Medicare documents from here on in, and further information can be obtained from 1800 777 203 or the David Hooks Foundation. Peter Harvey, National 9 News.
In the news ahead, the devastating aftermath of the Philippines mudslide. And the Aussie technology lighting up Hong Kong, but snubbed here at home.
Your Sunday nights are about to change.
Join Georgie Parker with guests Brodie Hollands, Bert Newton and Megan Gale for the premiere of Clever. You won't believe your eyes. Tonight on Win.
Get women's blouses, skirts and jackets from $39.99 until Wednesday at Target.
You got to accentuate.
At MBF, we'll show you how you can benefit using your extras cover for traditional services and even complementary therapies. Call 132 623 for details. If you love sport, get a second Austar box installed for free so your family can watch what they want. and you won't miss out on the game. To subscribe to Austar, call 132 342 today.
The ever-changing Shoalhaven has just released the complete and engaging visitor's guide on South Coast breakaways. Call 1800 802 528 for the book and get out there.
Across the bar, out on the bay, or up the creek, wherever your boating takes you, whatever your boat, when you get down to the heart of it, you want a Yamaha outboard driving you. From a yacht tender to a tinny, a family runabout to a serious reef raider, there's a Yamaha to match. For power and performance you can count on, it simply has to be a Yamaha outboard. And with Yamaha Motor Finance, you can be powered up in no time. Yamaha Outboards, the heart of your boat.
I was using this tube of cherry red lipstick to make my teeth look really white. The dentist, he wanted them to be really healthy. His advice? Switch to Colgate Total Plus Whitening.
Colgate Total Plus Whitening helps protect teeth and gums for up to 12 hours.
Who knew healthy could look this good?
It's clinically proven to keep teeth healthier, whiter.
The dentist said now my teeth are healthier and whiter, which makes my lipstick look even redder.
Colgate Total Complete 12-Hour Protection. #1 recommended most by dentists.
This week on Today, Oscar winner Harrison Ford is here with his new thriller, Firewall.
And you can help our Aussie swim team find a new war cry for the Commonwealth Games.
The whole country can cheer them on with your words. We'll show you how this week on Today.
Rescue workers are staggered that an 11-year-old girl survived a 25-metre fall in the Blue Mountains. The girl was with a group of scouts bushwalking near Wentworth Falls when she slipped and fell. She suffered a fractured jaw and suspected spinal injuries and was winched out of the canyon by the NRMA Care Flight helicopter and flown to the Westmead Children's Hospital. Rescuers hold little hope of finding any more survivors from the devastating landslide in the Philippines. It's now feared 1,800 people have died after an entire mountain village was engulfed.
Rescuers claw through mud and clay in the desperate search for survivors. But unlike an earthquake where air pockets can exist, mud replaces oxygen in a matter of seconds, suffocating everything beneath. 100 people have been found alive, most within minutes of the tragedy. They were tired and covered in mud. Others, though, are covered in plastic sheeting and body bags.
I cannot give you a number because your guess is as good as mine. I don't know how many people are missing.
This man says he accepts his wife and 2 sons are no longer alive, but he still wants to find their bodies.
We have to recover all the victims for the peace of mind of their families.
The mud is up to 10 metres deep in parts and too unstable for heavy earth-moving equipment. It could take months before all the dead are found and accounted for. American soldiers are offering immediate assistance. Their focus will be on controlling the outbreak of disease, with dead bodies threatening to contaminate what little these people have left. Heidi Cooch, National 9 News.
Politics in the Middle East has entered its next phase, with the militant group Hamas officially taking control of the Palestinian parliament. But many new MPs could not attend their first session. They're in Israeli jails. And because of travel restrictions, others could only attend via video link. Rock and roll grandfathers, the Rolling Stones, have claimed a new place in history with their biggest ever concert. As many as 2 million people saw a vintage performance in Brazil.
Many Stones fans camped on Rio's Copacabana beach for 4 days, but it was worth it. That guaranteed them a front row seat. They estimate more than 1 million people were there as the concert got underway, and the crowd grew as the music echoed through this city by the beach. This South American trip is a continuation of the Stones' US tour, where last year they were the top-selling concert act, making nearly $300 million in ticket sales. 10,000 police, including squads of paramilitary officers, deployed right across the crime-ridden city, making sure they were controlling the crowds and preventing fights and muggings. This trip also allowed Mick Jagger a bit of family time. He spent all of yesterday with his 7-year-old son Lucas, the result of his fling with Brazilian model Luciana Gimenez. Tonight, it was a first for Lucas. He got to see his 62-year-old dad at work. Robert Penfold, National 9 News.
And Sydney man Paul McCloskey certainly isn't one to hide his light under a bushel. In fact, he's developed a system of lasers that can light up entire buildings. But although it's Australian technology, it's an overseas city that's tripping this light fantastic.
For Hong Kong, it's the King Kong of light shows. And the switch that turns all this on and off is 7,000 kilometres away on a bushland estate near Sydney.
All right, let's roll it. 3, 2, 1.
A smaller version was trialled on 18 buildings 2 years ago. Now more than 30 are lit up, a world record.
The largest permanent light and sound show.
Because so many are drawn to the lights, there's a contingency plan in case of a terrorist threat.
We're able to shut down all the lasers, the lighting, the fireworks coming off the top of the buildings so that helicopters or troops can easily get into a distressed situation.
Laser Vision developed the system with the help of the federal government and used it during the Sydney Olympics. The Chinese province wanted it as a permanent attraction. Why isn't this technology being used to light up a city in Australia? Well, it was considered by Sydney 5 years ago, but it was too expensive. Hong Kong Tourism made it work by sharing the cost with building owners.
Somebody else has obviously picked up the ball and run with it.
Dale Paget, National 9 News.
Kenmore Sport is next, and it's still summer, and yet footy seems to be everywhere.
It's a bit like that, Mike. We've got soccer, rugby, Super 14 and League, with South Sydney the big winners over the Dragons. Also, Jana Pittman hits her straps ahead of the Commonwealth Games.
Fantastic! Tonight's red-blooded adventure when 60 Minutes returns. Come diving in Shark Alley, the most dangerous place on the planet. Also, the week that rocked us all. How can Australia ever recover from this?
Are you serious? Lock the bastards up.
And look who's hit the big time now.
Been a great ride.
60 Minutes returns tonight 7:30 to Win Television.
And at Aussie Stadium, Sydney had a dream start when Sasha Petrosky landed the opening goal.
A huge task now in front of Adelaide United.
Michael Clark's warmed up for Australia's cricket tour of South Africa, but the Blues blew their chance to host the ING Cup final. Chasing Western Australia's 247, they fell 1 run short. Dominic Thornley pulled off a brilliant run out in WA's innings.
That's a great bit of fielding.
But informed Blues batsman Phil Jakes made just 4. Clark scored 75 before holing out, and from there New South Wales self-destructed. The 1-run loss means South Australia will now host the final. At the Jacobs Creek Open, Nick Flanagan chipped in at the 18th to finish 3rd. While Paul Sheehan and 21-year-old Michael Sim both finished 7 under. All even after the first playoff hole, they went down the 18th again before Sheehan picked up the $180,000 first prize check with a bogey putt. Jana Pittman has produced a sizzling finish in her pet event, the 400-metre hurdles at the MCG last night. After posting a time of 54.41, the Commonwealth Game gold medalist, or gold medal favourite rather, declared she was back. Equally impressive was Craig Mottram, running a sub-4-minute mile, afterwards revealing his coach told him to run like he had stolen something. Can you relate, Michael?
Only when I'm in trouble at home, Ken. I run pretty quickly then.
Oh, gee, evasive.
Thanks, mate. After the break, Janie Seal with the week's weather details. And the Olsen twins hit Sydney with their fashions for the young and cool.
Join Georgie Parker with guests Brodie Hollands, Bert Newton and Megan Gale for the premiere of Clever. You won't believe your eyes. Next.
There's no place in the world like Sydney to get your heart racing this autumn. To find out more about the events, excitement and energy that only Sydney can offer this autumn, go to seesydney.com.au.
We're for dogs. The big ones and the little ones. The guardians and the comedians. The purebreds and the mutts. We're for digging, scratching, sniffing and fetching. And if there were an international holiday for dogs, we'd be for that too.
Get women's blouses, skirts and jackets from $39.99 until Wednesday at Target.
If you love sport, get a second Austar box installed for free, so your family can watch what they want, and you won't miss out on the game. To subscribe to Austar, call 132 342 today.
Rustle up a bargain with Homemakers Leather Lounge Sale. They're cracking deals store-wide with savings of up to $1,000, so hurry in before the sale ends. For quality leather furniture at the lowest prices, there's no place like Homemakers.
Play Monopoly, everyone's favourite game in the Daily Telegraph every day.
Solution to finding homes for unwanted pets.
Take a look at this.
Experience the magic of Sydney this autumn. Enjoy 2 nights with a call from $135. Plus, add 3 days Hertz weekend car hire from $129.
Now, the coast is clear for the east of the state with a band of cloud approaching from the west. A cold front is moving south of the Bight with a high over the southern Tasman Sea, extending a ridge along the New South Wales coast. Tomorrow, the cold front will move into far western New South Wales. Looking at today's temperatures, 27 degrees in Wollongong and Bowral, 29 in Nara and Batemans Bay, and 26 in Ulladulla. Maruya reached 25, as did Narooma, 33 degrees in Bega, and 27 in Merimbula. Now to the forecast for the Illawarra and Highlands. Some early local fog, then a fine warm day. Light to moderate winds freshening in the afternoon. Looking ahead, the chance of thunderstorms on Sunday, clearing by Tuesday. The forecast for the south coast, local early fog inland, then a generally fine day. Sunny during the morning, but some late cloud and possible showers developing later. Warm with moderate winds freshening near the coast. On the waters, seas are running at 2 to 3 metres on a 1.5 metre swell. The first tide tomorrow is a high at 5:42, the first low of the day at 1:41. Tomorrow's temperatures, Wollongong a top of 28 degrees, 27 in Bowral, 29 degrees in Nara, 17 to 28 in Batemans Bay and 32 in Bega. It's true, bikies do have a heart, and the boys in black are lining up again to donate much needed funds to the McDonald's Aerial Patrol.
They're lean, mean and ride mighty powerful machines. But these tough guys are putting that harsh exterior aside to raise some much needed funds for the McDonald's Aerial Patrol.
We have tremendous costs associated with the operations of the Aerial Patrol. Just to think that in about a month's time we have to overhaul one aircraft engine at a cost of about $40,000.
The event promises to bring out some of the region's best custom bikes, set to a live soundtrack from local bands.
We'd like to do a community bit, you know, like everyone likes to say us as the bad guys, but we're not really, you know, like we all got families.
Are you a bunch of softies?
Get away! Eh?
Bikes will be on show next Saturday in Albion Park. Lizzie Pearl, Win News.
In 60 Minutes on Sunday night, Peter Harvey reports on the great Australian dream, how McMansions can make one family's suburban dream.
Following 60 Minutes, it's Tarantino's CSI Cliffhanger. This is Win Television.
Tonight on Clever, our elephant meets a surprising challenger. Can a mobile phone blow up a petrol station? The lowdown on the circus high wire. A beginner's guide to walking on water and ridding the world of excess packaging. It's a battle of the sexes on Clever as team leader Scott Cam welcomes TV legend Bert Newton and Collingwood's Brodie Holland. And facing off against the guys, team captain Joe Stanley is joined by radio star Amanda Keller and international model Megan Gale. Now that's clever. Please welcome your host, Georgie Parker.
Welcome to Clever, where we prove once and for all that a little knowledge can be a very, very dangerous thing. Tonight we'll uncover the hidden talent in your microwave oven. You'll learn the next best thing to walking on water, and you'll see that poles just aren't for dancing. And to keep it all on track, here's my esteemed Clever colleague. He's a boffin, he's an expert, he's a bit of a know-it-all actually. Dr. Jeffrey Watto Watson.
Yes, hello, Miss Parker. You've heard the phrase, as strong as an elephant. Well, tonight, my special guest, Miss Siam, will be demonstrating just how strong that is. And can a mobile phone really blow up a petrol station? We'll be putting that urban legend to the test.
Oh, well, thanks for that, Dr. Watson. All fascinating stuff, and that's what Clever is all about. Satisfying our thirst for knowledge, pulling things apart to see how they work, and enjoying the sheer thrill of blowing things up. Now, our expert studio crew, led by the admirable Dr. Watson, will present a series of amazing situations, and our two competing teams will have to work out what happens next. So let's meet those teams. Come with me. Crowd. Okay. Here on Clever, we try to find out who's smarter, boys or girls. Now, Scotty, tell me, how are you feeling being on the show?
Look, terrific. I'm looking forward to it, and the boys will win.
Oh,
There's
really?
no risk on that because
really?
there's a common fact about education.
Just be careful of the padding there.
Sorry, mate. That boys are smarter than girls. It's in our education system. That's been proven all the way along.
In the education system, it's been proven all the way along.
Yeah,
I
boys
thought you
always
guys...
beat girls in the HSC and their final.
aren't you missing a...
It's science. You see, we're smarter.
No, aren't these guys missing a chromosome? Isn't it like you guys are slowly becoming extinct?
Yes, and that might be the case for a lot of men, but with a footballer and a chippy and Bert. You're all known for your scientific background, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Bert, how are you enjoying Family Feud? How's it going?
Oh, loving it. It's been a week, and it's been a fantastic. What I can't understand is why Brodie and I would be chosen for the first show, because we're so similar. And what an ugly threesome you've got over there.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And bad attitude in the whole thing. And Megan Gale, what she got? I mean, whatever it is, I'd like it.
Okay, all right, we'll get to the girls in a minute. And Brodie, welcome to the show.
Thanks,
Thank you
Georgie.
for coming
Thanks
along
for having
tonight. Now, we know that you're a superb athlete and you're also a superb dancer. You get a chance to exercise a different muscle tonight.
Yes, I do. I'm a little bit...
Watch out, Bert.
I'm a little bit nervous tonight. A little bit nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Come here. Come here.
Actually,
like a mummy. Mummy Parker. Yes,
Megan and I were just...
Oh, darling.
Someone warned me there was going to be a bit of cleavage here. I thought they meant Megan.
I'm sorry, I think Brodie wins out. Family show to keep it clean.
And it's false hair, by the way.
So, well, don't be nervous. I wish you boys all the best of luck. Now, Jo, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm really, really confident. I think we've got a great team here. We're very good looking and very smart.
You are. You're all great looking.
What can
and
you
of course,
Even the elephants are girls, so, you know, it's all win-win.
Good. And now listen, Megan, is it Megan or Megan?
It's actually Megan. It's a Welsh name.
Megan. Can I tell you, I was saying Megan all the way through, and people were going, well, we're going to put 2 E's in that name, and I went, well, I think it's... Anyway, Megan,
I have to tell the
thanks
truth,
for that.
otherwise my mum will complain. It is Megan, but everyone says Megan.
Welcome, women,
Thank you.
welcome, men. I wish you both luck. Now, here's how Clever works, and I think we'll all be interested in this. Dr. Watson and our audience, welcome to our audience, Dr. Watson will outline an amazing scientific problem and offer 3 possible solutions. Your job, and your job at home, is to work out which answer is correct. Now, we're going to start with something simple tonight. About 2,000 years ago, a certain Jesus of Nazareth amazed his mates with his ability to walk on water. It may have been a simple task for the Son of God, but water walking is out of the question for us mere mortals. But water isn't the only option for a liquid stroll, is it, Dr. Watson?
That's right, Miss Parker. Under the right circumstances, there are liquids that will support the weight of a reasonably substantial human like myself. Now, a good thick potato soup would work, or you could go straight to a dessert and mix up a generous serving of custard, which is what we've got here. You can see how deep it is. It took a concrete mixer to get this lot in here, and our custard was made with around 3 tons of corn flour, the stuff we use to thicken gravies and soups. But tonight, we're interested in how you could walk on it without becoming a trifle stuck. My lovely assistants here will now demonstrate the options without getting their feet wet, of course. Should you, for example, run as fast and firmly as your tiny legs will carry you? Or should you spread your weight by crawling on all fours? Or maybe the solution is to walk very slowly. Miss Parker, it's decision time.
OK, panellists, your question is, how could a person cross that pool of custard on foot without sinking? Would they A, walk fast and firmly, B, on all fours, or C, very slowly? I'm going to throw to the girls first.
Isn't there something about spreading surface area, which I would think would mean lie on your side and just roll?
That's not one of the options. I think the more surface area, the better, which I think would be all fours, because those, particularly in those heels, you just go straight down into the corn.
And you wouldn't want to waste a good pair of heels on custard. Absolutely not. Unless you were wrestling someone at the time.
Unless as girls, we like have a sweet tooth and we eat all the custard and just walk across the bottom of the
I'm thinking on all fours.
I'm thinking on all fours. I just want girls to say on all fours.
On all fours. OK, so you're locking in B, on all fours. All right. OK, boys, what do you...
What do you reckon, lads?
Well, I think the 2 assistants should get in the custard and wrestle. What about that? Are you with me?
Oh, yeah. From the beginning.
Well, I don't know. It's
tough one, isn't it?
I think maybe fast and firmly.
I tend to agree with Bert. I like to do things fast and firmly with everything in life, so I reckon...
Hang on a second. I saw you in your last grand final.
Oh, OK. You got a point there. You have a point, but I'd go with A as well.
Yeah. Well,
OK. Well, I'm actually agreeing with the girls, but I'm going to go with the boys.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go with the
That'll
boys.
make headlines tomorrow.
Fast and firmly.
OK.
Fast and firmly. The boys have gone with fast and firmly, and the girls have gone with on all fours. All right, they've locked in their answers. Dr. Watson, we are ready for a miracle.
OK, now, ordinarily, I'd start by demonstrating the wrong answers, but that would be messy and even dangerous. So take it from me, there's only one way to pull off this amazing feat. It's sink or swim time. Thank you, ladies. As you can see, thank you. As you can see, the secret is to step quickly and firmly. That's because, thanks to the corn flour, the custard contains starch, which becomes more solid under pressure. So walking on all fours won't work because it would spread my weight and there wouldn't be enough pressure to stay afloat. And of course, if I walk slowly or stop, it's, as I'll demonstrate, it's custard's last stand. So, running on the spot. The starch particles separate, I stop running, and I start to sink. Now I know what a prune feels like.
So, the correct answer is A, step very fast and firmly, which is a sweet result for the boys' team. First 10 points for the boys. OK, now while Dr. Watson goes into custard decontamination, we have a brilliant Panasonic home entertainment system complete with plasma TV to give away. And to win it all, you have to do is be clever enough to answer a question at home. Now, this is Siam, a gorgeous Asian elephant who's hoping to break into modelling. She stands about 2.5 metres tall and weighs 3 tonnes. To maintain that trim figure, Siam packs away 130 kilos of foliage a day and drinks about 90 litres of water, plus the occasional apple, which I happen to have here. Oh, Siam! Oh, Siam! Et vous, Siam? There you are. There's one. And you want another one? There you are. Come on. Isn't she beautiful? Now, for all you beetle fans, we have a couple of rhinoceros beetles Now let's call them Ringo and Paul. You don't want to eat them, Sam. One of the world's biggest insects. Now, these fellows look fierce, but like Siam, they're vegetarian and relatively harmless to humans. Now, we all know a 3-ton elephant packs a punch, but pound for pound, which is the stronger animal? Is it A, Siam, the Asian elephant, or B, Ringo and Paul, the rhinoceros beetles? If you know the answer, you can enter right now by calling 1902553139, the numbers are on the bottom of the screen, or you can SMS A or B to 19953139. But you might want to wait, because at the end of the show, we will be revealing the answer. Now, that's my kind of competition. Also, before the end of the show, we might need to boost our travel insurance as we go on an extreme caravan holiday. And if you've ever been surrounded by mountains of foam packaging, after the break, we'll find out the best way to send that polystyrene packing. Don't go away.
Red-blooded excitement. When 60 Minutes returns, diving the deadliest place on Earth. And look who's hit the big time now. 60 Minutes, tonight, 7:30.
Why do so many Australians choose Edwards Solar Hot Water to grace the roof of their homes? The answer's simple. Edwards Solar Systems, they're made of marine-grade stainless steel for longer life and dependability. They deliver abundant free hot water, and they give huge government incentives and rebates. Why not give the environment a helping hand? Install an Edwards system today. Phone your nearest dealer, 132949. That's 132949, and reap the benefits of free hot water.
I'm Gino Tamarani, Chief Makeup Artist on Casanova. On set, I need a lipstick that really lasts. So I use Max Factor's Lipfinity. First long-lasting colour, then a glossy shine. Kiss after kiss. It's the only lipstick I trust to really last.
In celebration of Casanova, buy any Max Factor lip product with a chance to win a trip for 2 to Italy, including tickets to the Venice Film Festival. Experience the lipstick that's recommended by the experts. Lipfinity from Max Factor, the makeup of makeup artists.
I-98 is giving you the chance to win an outrageous pay rise. An extra $98 an hour. Apply for your outrageous pay rise now. SMS the word pay along with your suburb. Whether you're in the car, at work, or at home. Keep your radio on us between 9 and 5 weekdays, because we could be calling out your name. Imagine getting paid an extra $98 an hour. It's outrageous. I-98 FM, outrageous pay rise.
We're at the next stage of construction. The builders still need more space to complete Corbyn's new prestige showrooms. So we will continue to give you free fuel for 10,000 kilometres to help clear our stock. These classic Alfa Romeos never have and never will be better value, from the roomy 147 series and the sporty 156 range to the stunning GT coupes. Alfa Romeo is made for the driver in you. Drive away in true prestige style at Corbyn Automotive, right here in Wollongong.
For healthy eating, you want plenty of whole grains and seeds, some fruits and nuts, a bit of cheese, and something sweet occasionally. There you go, the good food pyramid.
To celebrate the return of your favourite programs, Win Television is giving you the chance to win a stylish Honda CR-V four-wheel drive, valued at over $30,000, registered and ready to drive away. Look out for the simple code word appearing nightly during your favourite Win Television programs. That's your cue to call 1902 555 052 or SMS 197 46767 to register the code word and your details for your chance to win a fantastic Honda CR-V.
Remember, give the environment a helping hand, install an Edwards Solar Hot Water today. Edwards systems are made of marine-grade stainless steel and give huge government rebates. Phone your nearest dealer, 132949, and reap the benefits of free hot water.
Our heroes have some unfinished business. Will it be 32, 64 or 125?
How about another million to start the year?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Lock it in.
Monday, 8:35 on Win Television.
Clever crew has opened a lot of boxes over the last few days, and just about all of them have been stacked with polystyrene. It's used for packaging because it's light and it's shock absorbent. But once it's out of the box, how do you get rid of it? Especially when it's all been dumped in your dressing room and you can hardly move. Thanks very much, boys. But Dr. Watson says there is a way of beating that white menace known as polystyrene.
There is indeed, Miss Parker. Its full name is expanded polystyrene, and it's actually 98% gas. It's packed around just about everything we buy, but as we all know, it takes up a lot of room in a wheelie bin. So how to stop all that polystyrene being such a nuisance to get rid of? Here are three very clever possibilities. Method one, you could try a heavy-duty ride-on roller to flatten the polystyrene so it can be folded to fit more easily in the bin. Method two, get all that space filling out of there by pulverising the packaging in a garden chipper. And the third option is to call in, thank you, a bottle of my missus's nail polish remover. Miss Parker.
OK, it's over to our panellists for their thoughts. What's the best way to get rid of polystyrene packaging? Is it A, the ride-on roller, B, the industrial chipper, or C, the nail polish remover? We're going to go to the boys first today.
Well, I'm a bit emotional because that caravan you saw was my old dressing room from Channel 10. And I knew they had plans for it, and I think their original plan was for me to be in it. But all right, now I'm going to be led by you this time.
Yeah, well, I seem to remember, well, I don't tell the girls this, but I seem to remember putting, like, methyl or something on foam and it disintegrates, it dissolves.
Right. It's the obvious answer, I think, Scotty.
Really?
It has to be. It has to be. I reckon it disintegrates straight away.
If it's obvious,
I should have probably said that. They'll probably copy what
see, they're listening. This is the problem with this whole game, I think.
Yeah, but they won't remember.
No, they won't. Nail polish remover.
Yeah, well, I'll be with you, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I think we'll lock in C.
Team of men who experiment with nail polish remover. Yes, that's
all right, so boys locked in C.
It's 90% gas, so you've probably got something in common with that as well.
I was going to say nail polish myself.
But why? Why nail polish remover?
I think nail polish remover, well, I have just sitting at home doing my nails, knocked over nail polish remover, and it has just dissolved a lot of things over time.
You do your own nails.
Oh, yes, I'm very self-sufficient.
You've got a servant that does that.
I've got many skills, Bert. You'd be surprised. Nail polish remover, I think it's the acetone in it would be very good at dissolving.
Totally, acetone sounds
and I
very
love
technical.
the smell of it, so let's go with that.
We're going to say that also.
All right, we have
and we're not copying.
You are copying.
If in doubt, go with the boys.
You heard what we said and you copied it.
At least we gave a reason, you just said nail polish remover.
All right, enough bickering, children. OK, Dr. Watson, the answers are locked in. Both our teams have picked C. How do we make all that polystyrene history?
All you ride-on roller fans will recognise this baby. It's the Dynapack 900. It has an operating mass of 1,600 kilograms, which is more than enough to crush every bone in my foot. But will it flatten polystyrene so it can be folded away? Let's start her up. Well, that's 1,600 kilograms worth of not much happening. Since polystyrene is a little bit of cellular plastic puffed up with a lot of gas, the stuff just bounces back to its original shape. So it's just as well, thank you, we have the chipper to do the job. Let's get chipping, shall we? Well, that's all very well, but it seems all the chipper can do is to slash the polystyrene into its component bubbles. We still have just as much polystyrene, but now it's going to be a lot harder to clean it out of Miss Parker's dressing room. The correct answer is nail polish remover because it contains a solvent, acetone. This dissolves the polystyrene instantly, as you can see, by smashing the chemical bonds that allowed it to be created in the first place. Now, acetone is highly flammable and a bit of a disaster for the environment, so it's not really a domestic option. But amazingly, with just this much acetone, you could dissolve all the polystyrene packaging at a major department store.
So, the correct answer is C. Congratulations to both our teams. exciting. Now, that brings the score up to, I think it's 20 for the boys now and 10 for the girls. I'm just giving everyone 10 points. All right, good on you. Good on your team.
Thank you.
Good on your team. Now, we've still got all the fun at the circus later on, but up next, are the warning signs right? Can a mobile phone really blow up a petrol station? We'll test the theory on Watto's own beloved caravan after the break.
Monday, 7:30.
Join us for this week's countdown.
Shocking. Controversial.
Great story.
Absolutely irresistible.
I felt a little guilty.
Counting down Aussie scandals in a brand new 20 to 1. Monday on Win.
The south coast of New South Wales is a beautiful holiday escape. It's a very serene place because there's so few people and so much beauty. The whole universe is just there on a table just for us. To sit there in the morning and look out at the expanse of the ocean going out to Montague Island, it's my morning meditation.
The New South Wales South Coast. There's no place like it. To plan your holiday, visit our website.
Imagine if everything you liked suddenly got even better. Introducing the new Mazda 6. Sporty looks, award-winning safety and handling, and to top it all off, a new 5-speed Active-Matic or 6-speed manual. The very new Mazda 6, now twice as good. No, make that 3 times.
What do you want from your supermarket?
There are so many nappies. They know me at the supermarket now.
And I've never gone through so much washing powder. It all adds up. Coles is listening, really listening. So of their 2,000 specials every week, the biggest discounts are on the products that really matter.
And how are you today? She's all smiles. And so am I.
How special is that?
Discover your surf heaven. Natural Necessity Surf Shop has the most abundant range of surfwear in Australia. Ladies find the most spectacular range of swimwear in the known universe. You can select from thousands of separate tops, bottoms and one-pieces. There's over 3,000 ladies' cossies in stock, plus a huge range of boardies. You'll find thousands of pieces of classic surfwear and surf fashion for day or evening wear. Hundreds of labels of surf and surf fashion wear. Find ladies' wetsuits, watches, the choicest bag and backpack styles, ladies' surfboards and an awesome shoe and sandal range. Discover the mega girl section. Men, there's thousands of t-shirts, shirts, shorts and pants and a huge range of footwear, watches and sunnies. And heaps of skateboards. You'll discover over 300 surfboards in stock from the world's leading shapers, plus the wetsuit experts and the choicest bodyboards. You'll find great coffee, juices and healthy, delicious food in the in-house Perfect Break Cafe and Ice Creamery. Natural Necessity Surf Shop in Gerringong. Open 7 days 9 to 5 and Thursday nights. It's definitely worth the drive.
Win Television is giving you the chance to win a stylish Honda CR-V, valued at over $30,000, with a 2.4-litre IV-Tech engine, real-time four-wheel drive and anti-lock brakes, ready to drive away. Look out for the nightly code word which will appear on your favourite Win Television programs. Then call 1902 555 052 or SMS 197 46767 and register the code word and your details for your chance to win a fantastic Honda CR-V.
Welcome back to Clever. There's no doubt mobile phones can be dangerous. Use them in a restaurant or the cinema and you're just asking for trouble. But how dangerous is it to use your mobile phone while filling up your car at a petrol station? Judging by the warning signs, even the station owners seem to think it's a real problem. But is it really possible to blow up a petrol station? Your thoughts, Dr. Watson?
Well, this is what we're told could happen. Mobile phone, sparky conversation, petrol fumes and kapow! But, well, is it possible for a careless customer to blow up their local petrol station to kingdom come? And is the humble mobile phone the most dangerous item at the Bowser, or are there other hidden perils? For example, cheap synthetic clothing, like this number from Elton John. Can that build up a static charge? Can something unfashionable and badly fitted also be deadly? How about this? CD player. Maybe there's a reason they call it a boombox. CD players use a laser to read the disc. If petrol fumes find their way to your Queen CD, will another one bite the dust? Back to you, Miss Parker.
OK, so we have our options. What is the most dangerous item at a petrol station? Is it A, mobile phone? Is it B, a cheap suit? Or C, a CD player? Panellists, what do you think? Girls?
I've never seen any warnings about not wearing a cheap suit near a Bowser, so...
Plenty of advice, but not warning.
I tend to say the suit, because I think I have heard that about stockings and stuff like that, just some kind of charge with that.
Flammable fabric.
What kind of movement would you have to be doing, though?
If your thighs are a little chubby, Joe, hey, gone. Friction. You're going to Megan, I know. But no. Look, only because I know the signs are there with the mobile phones.
I want to say phone because of the signs, because I believe what people tell me.
Oh, you two law-abiding sign readers. Just scared the hell out of me. I never do it.
But if I'm wrong, then I'm very, very sorry.
All right, now I give in. I give in and I'll say no more.
OK, you're going mobile phone.
Mobile phone, yeah.
OK,
But
all right,
I'm terrified of that answer.
The girls, she's terrified of it, but she's going to go with it.
I'm sure it's going to be wrong, but...
Interesting but true. Yes. OK, mobile phone for the girls. All right, boys.
I reckon it's a static electricity myself.
Yeah, with the cheap suits?
Yep. I'm leaning towards cheap suit as well. They can be very dangerous, cheap suits. So I know a lot about them.
Low-cut T-shirts as well?
Yes, low-cut T-shirts.
They're dangerous?
Very dangerous, very dangerous. I'm leaning towards B. Scotty?
Yeah, I reckon it's static electricity, I reckon. And so what we're saying too is that when the girls who did agree with it, when you do fill up your fuel, you've got to do it starkers. No, you can't have any rubbing, can we?
That's right.
Wow, that's a bit a lot of science in your discussion.
We can't lose, can we? Is this the last one, Georgie?
No, it's not.
Oh, we can lose.
I think we'll lock in B, cheap suit.
Yep.
The boys are locking in B, cheap suit. It's quite appropriate, isn't it, really? All right, we are ready for your answer now, Dr. Watson.
Well, splendid. Oddly enough, we couldn't find anyone willing to allow us to blow up a petrol station, not even in the interests of scientific research. So for the good of the show, I agreed to donate my old caravan to the cause. We'll look at the CD player angle first. We're trying to simulate a petrol station atmosphere here with a volatile mix of fuel and air. Ah, I had some good times in here. How nostalgic. I wonder what happened to Daphne in the end. Lovely girl. Anyway, we're in the interest of science. Causing an explosion is a serious business, so I need the right sort of music for my player. OK, on the table it goes. Let's get everything set up here. Put in the CD. OK, let's go. Now, will the electric currents and the laser beam in the CD cause it to explode? That's the big question. Well, now we're a safe distance away behind these screens. It's time to try the remote. Thank you very much. Get down, everybody, please. Positions. 3, 2, 1.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I'll teach you to burn. Fire.
Well, as you can see, nothing happened. Not the electric current nor the laser beam in the CD was enough to produce an explosion in our caravan. So that's right, unless you're a Billy Ray Cyrus fan, CD players are completely harmless. The wiring is sealed and the laser is really just concentrated light anyway and not very powerful. So there's nothing to ignite petrol fumes. So the CD player is incorrect. Now let's put the accused mobile phone in the dock. We're placing a pile of mobile phones on the table, and just for good measure, we're going to splash some more petrol around the place. Now, once again, we're back at our safety area. OK, everybody, phone away.
I'm in the phone booth, it's the one across the hall.
Well, surprise, surprise. As you can see, nothing happened when we called the phones. Yes, mobile phones do some amazing things these days, but they can't ignite petrol fumes. And yet the myth that they can is so strong that using the phone while filling your tank is banned at most service stations. So your mobile is off the hook. Answer A is incorrect. Which leaves us with just one possibility, the cheap clothing. Yes, I did grow up in the 60s. Look at the suit, fabulous. Lovely nylon suit, which should hopefully produce a degree of electrostatic activity, which will be made even stronger by the fact that I'm standing in this kid's plastic paddling pool. OK, are we ready, assistants? Are we ready, safety officer? Running on the spot, begin. Well, by now we should have generated a reasonable burst of electrostatic activity. Now's the time to discharge it to the wire by my finger. Get out! Well, I think that solves the problem. Static electricity is obviously the answer. Yes, a big slab of our show budget goes up in smoke, and worth every penny. If you've ever pulled on a synthetic jumper or a pair of stockings, you'll know about static electricity. The sparks can be strong enough to make you jump, so obviously petrol fumes will jump even more.
OK, and a warning, kids, please don't wear an outfit like that at home. So what can blow up a petrol station? The answer is B, a cheap suit. Well done, boys team. I know. Amanda's just letting off some steam there. Amanda, how are you feeling?
I'm really sorry. It's OK, Jo.
I'm really
very mature about this. It's all right.
Why do they put the signs there?
OK, we'll bring that up on another show, Jo.
Do you know how many great conversations I've finished because I've driven into the petrol station?
I can't talk now, I'm about to fill up the car. Yeah. Well, you know, anyway, the danger time for an explosion is if you get back in your car after you've started the petrol pump. Your clothes rub on the seat surface, charging you up with static. So make sure you discharge the static by touching something metal before you go back near any petrol fumes, all right? Just keeping that clear. All right, now, where is my elephant? Thanks, Diane. That's great. You can just leave it there. Now, as you can see, she's a very strong individual. This is actually quite easy for Siam. She's been trained to rescue hapless drivers who've become bogged. So how are you going with tonight's viewer question? Here it is again for your chance at a Panasonic home entertainment system complete with plasma TV. Which of our special guests is stronger? Is it A, the mighty Siam, the Asian elephant, or B, ooh, here they come again, Ringo and Paul, the magnificent rhinoceros beetle? Thanks so much, darling. Now, obviously, if you have an elephant and a rhinoceros beetle around the house, you're at a bit of an advantage. But if you don't, just wait till the end of the show and we'll tell you the answer. You can phone 1902 553 139 and leave your answer or SMS A or B to 19953 139. Now, Siam will be back a little later in the show, but right after the break, a feature of your microwave that you won't see in the instruction manual. Don't go away.
Red-blooded excitement. Oh. When 60 Minutes returns, diving the deadliest place on Earth. And look who's hit the big time now. 60 Minutes, tonight, 7:30.
Nice mangoes. So firm and creamy.
New Nestle Blissful Fromage Frais.
Mummy, where's Daddy?
He's still cleaning the pool, darling.
You'd never know it was 98% fat-free. Then again, ignorance is bliss.
Hey, heard you paid $510 for your house. Yeah, 50 grand too much. 60.
If you're buying, selling or renting property, visit domain.com.au today.
To
To see for yourself just how good a roof made from Colorbond steel will look on your home, visit Barrington Homes Display, 103 Daintree Drive, Albion Park.
How will you feel when it happens? How will you feel if it's you? When the big red ball comes rolling in to make your dreams come true. You'll be throwing lotto parties, you'll be having lotto fun. You'll have lots of money if you win the big one. 'Cause it's the big red ball that makes dreams come true. The big red ball that makes dreams come true. The big red ball that makes dreams come true.
Easy Flow Guttering is the answer to your guttering problems. It looks great and guaranteed to work in the heaviest rain. Easy Flow, Easy Pay. No interest ever. $2,000 deposit, $49 per week for 2 years.
Easy Flow Guttering solves problems the others can't.
At Amart All Sports, get fit now with the latest fitness gear and pay nothing till 2008. Our lowest prices ever on home gyms, exercise bikes, cross trainers and more. Look, save up to $500 on top quality treadmills. But hurry, for a limited time, only at Amart All Sports.
There must be a way to connect the family to broadband and save money.
There is, with Kui's amazing 2-in-1 offer. Pay $30 a month line rental and get broadband for just $9.90. Now do you believe in Santa Claus?
So you have a choice. You can use an anti-aging cream that helps fight the appearance of lines and wrinkles, or Total Effects, which helps fight all 7 signs of aging. Why fight just one when you can choose a more total effect?
From the director of Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, and Kill Bill, comes Quentin Tarantino's CSI cliffhanger.
I know you did the best you could to find me.
CSI tonight. Magda's Funny Bits premieres Tuesday.
Welcome back to Clever. Now, I think most home chefs know that microwave ovens aren't really great for cooking pastry or drying damp pets. Do not try that at home. But they do have one secret talent that almost no one knows about. No one but our very own Dr. Watson, of course.
Thank you, Miss Parker. Microwave ovens are pretty unromantic cooking tools, but I have to admit, I really love them. Scientists can do so much with microwave ovens just by ignoring the manufacturer's instructions. I'm now going to give one of those things a go, but under no circumstance should you try and do this. I'm a professional with a sizable insurance policy, and I'll still be extremely careful. So that said, here's the puzzle. What happens if you put a light globe in a microwave oven and turn it on? Will the globe light up? Will it spin like a top, or will it explode? Back to you, Miss Parker.
Interesting. So, panel, what do you think will happen to the light globe? Will it A, light up, B, spin like a top, or C, explode? I think we'll go to the boys first.
Oh, dear.
Could I call a friend? No. Patty wouldn't help me. She does dreadful things with the microwave. What do you reckon?
I think you have to look for the least likely answer, I think. I think that's the pattern so far, so...
Spins like a top?
Spins like a top.
Well, it wouldn't light up, would it?
Well, it could, you see, because it might heat up or something. Light up. Hey, don't laugh at me, we're winning.
Well, what say we look at it this way? What would you do if you were put into a microwave oven? Would you light up? Would you spin like a top? Or would you explode?
Yes.
Yeah, good idea,
Has
wasn't
to be
it?
said.
I would say spins like a top, but I'm not the captain.
We'll lock in B. We'll lock in B.
Okay, they're going with
All right,
B.
going
Spin
on
like
the
a top.
research
Girls.
that if you put yourself in a microwave, what would
Yes.
happen? If you're in there having an idea with a light bulb, something might happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there some kind of magnetic field?
Joe, this is hard stuff.
Let's not go into magnetic field. I'm
Spin.
thinking spin. I think the
Are
heat
you?
would be inside. I'm just thinking it would... Part of it inside, the inside, whatever, the diffuse or whatever, would heat up. I'm thinking the heat would, because it's rounded, it might... I don't know, I'm trying to sound smart. I'm a model.
sounding
Come
so
on, give us a
science.
break. I'm doing well. We're relying on you, Megan.
Can I give them a hint?
Yes.
Can I give them a hint?
No. At the end of the day, you girls should know about the microwave because it is your department.
Straight to that, I'm giving them a hint.
Yeah.
The hint is, what do light globes do?
They light
They spin around. No, I think they light up. There is a light globe inside the microwave, is there not? Have you ever seen one explode? No.
Oh.
But that's sealed in the thing.
Ha-ha!
Oh!
Megan, would you stop leaning over like that? Poor old Brody's having a heart attack.
That's all right. Brody's doing the same thing to me.
What do you think? I think we say light up.
Let's go for light up. Okay, girls are going for light up. Boys are going for spin
women's
like
intuition,
a top.
Georgie.
Women's intuition. Okay, we've taken it for a spin. Dr. Watson, please give us the answer.
Now, before I get to that, I want to quote again from the classics. Please, kids, don't try this at home. This oven has been specially calibrated for the experiment, and everything we do on Clever is supervised by a trained safety officer. We're doing it so you don't have to. It is dangerous. Okay, let's go. Pop the globe in there. Say 10 seconds. See what's happening? The globe has lit up. The gas in the light globe doesn't absorb microwaves, so they've gone straight to the filament, which heats up, glows brightly, and eventually melts. Now, where's the popcorn?
Okay, well, we love Dr. Watson. I want to put our hands together for Dr. Watson. Isn't he doing a wonderful job? Okay, so the light globe lights up. Congratulations, girls! And the girls get another 10 points. That brings your total to 20, and the boys are still sitting pretty on 30. Okay, stay with us, please, because we will find out if Siam the elephant is bigger than the Beatles right after this break.
Monday, 7:30.
Join us for this week's countdown.
Shocking. Controversial.
Great story.
Absolutely irresistible.
I felt a little guilty.
Counting down Aussie scandals in a brand new 20 to 1. Monday on Win.
Get out there and go your own way on the south coast of New South Wales. Get out there. Call 1-800-802-528 for the free holiday guides, or visit the website for your South Coast escape packages. And get out there on the south coast of you-know-where.
Family is everything. And these days, it's anything. Big or small, funny, furry, far away. Whatever. You don't even have to be related. There are just too many kinds to mention. And some we don't mention. But no matter who, no matter where, no matter what, there'll always be family. And it's good to know we belong. We'll always belong.
The $2 jackpot lottery has just shot up to over $10 million.
For healthy eating, you want plenty of whole grains and seeds, some fruits and nuts, a bit of cheese, and something sweet occasionally. There you go, the good food pyramid.
The ever-changing Shoalhaven has just released the complete and engaging visitor's guide on South Coast breakaways. Call 1-800-802-528 for the book and get out there.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catcher, tigger, by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
This week on Today, Oscar winner Harrison Ford is here with his new thriller, Firewall.
And you can help our Aussie swim team find a new war cry for the Commonwealth Games.
The whole country can cheer them on with your words. We'll show you how this week on Today.
Let's go! Welcome back to Clever. Earlier we asked you to guess who is the stronger animal on our show tonight, not including Scott Cam, that is. Give us a flex. Give us a flex, Scott.
No, I'm not giving you a flex. Brody can give you a flex.
So shy.
Your shirt's half off.
Not today, Joey.
I'll flex for you all. There you go. How's that? Oh, there you go.
After
now,
the show,
A, Siam the elephant, who really made short work of the green room sandwiches. These are your options, by the way. Or B, Ringo and Paul, the rhinoceros beetles. What do our panellists think? Now, let's go to the girls.
Well, but it's got to be the opposite to what we think.
We think nothing.
I think
I've got a
beetles.
feeling that, yeah, I've got a feeling they could probably lift a lot more of their weight than
Like
ants
ants
at a picnic with an entire
trays of cakes and things.
Yeah.
Are we actually getting near an answer?
Yeah. I think
beetles.
rhinoceros beetle. We would normally think elephant, and we've been wrong all night, so we should pick the rhinoceros beetle.
So you're going B, Ringo and Paul, the rhinoceros beetles.
Yes.
Okay, boys.
Well, I think, we would have gone rhinoceros beetle as well because of that big chomping thing on the front there, and
The
probably
chomping thing on the
They're
front.
stronger. They're probably stronger, like the ant, as you say. We would have gone rhinoceros. So we're not doing that. So we win. We do because we choose rhinoceros.
Okay.
B.
And the fact that the elephant is this very moment crashing your car outside.
Yeah, you already did that ages ago. Okay, so both teams have locked in B. Well, there is a Panasonic home entertainment system in the balance for our home viewers, and Dr. Watson has been weighing up the answer.
I suppose I should use my Liverpool accent for this one, from when we got together with Paul and Ringo for those first records. No, I am assured this is the correct way to handle a rhinoceros beetle. I'll start by stating the obvious. Ringo and Paul, the rhinoceros beetles, are monsters compared to a lot of other insects, but they're tiny compared to our mate Siam over there. After all, elephants are the biggest land animals on the planet, and Siam can lift 700 kilograms with her trunk alone. That's an impressive 25% of her own huge body weight. But you know what? Ringo and Paul, the rhinoceros beetles, can do a lot better than that, a lot better. Without raising a sweat, because beetles can't sweat, Ringo and Paul can carry 850 times their own body weight. 850 times, far out, terrific. That's like Siam. It's been a hard day's night. That's like Siam carrying 850 other elephants on her back. For my money, that puts rhinoceros beetles right at the top of the strength league. So B is the correct answer. Miss Parker.
All right. Now you have your answer, and that's another 5 points for both our teams, which puts, let's see, yes, the boys are on 35 and the girls are on 25. No pressure, girls. Now, you can call 1902553139 with your answer, or text the letter B to 199533139. And that Panasonic home entertainment system could be yours. The lines are open till 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can call as often as you like until then, and be watching the Today Show with Jessica and Carl on Friday morning to find out if you've won. Now, right after this break, roll up as a circus comes to Clevertown, and we have a high wire act to take your breath away.
Coming up, look who's...
Joke quotes. Don't laugh how the cost of fixing your car is anyone's guess. One minor bingle, 8 different quotes. How you can stop being taken for a ride. Plus, Australia's Queen of Clean. Simple home remedies that work. How you can keep your home clean for next to nothing. When Hyundai presents Sevens today tonight.
Choosing the right childcare that best suits your child can be difficult. Some don't fit your children's needs. Some don't tailor programs to match, while others just don't feel right.
But at an ABC Learning Centre, you'll find a stimulating learning environment with individually designed programs to match your child perfectly. To find out more about enrolling your child with ABC, free call 1800 222 543 or visit childcare.com.au.
The best time to discover why an NRMA CTP green slip is different is before you have an accident. An NRMA CTP green slip is the only one that comes with at-fault driver cover for up to $250,000 for certain serious injuries. It's cover not even your comprehensive car insurance provides. So don't get left high and dry. For the only CTP green slip that comes with at-fault driver cover, call NRMA Insurance on 132 132 today or visit your local office. Cigarette packs use different names, numbers and colours, so they all appear to be different. But what you should know is, light, mild or low tar cigarettes are not a healthier choice. Because whatever the pack colour, whatever the number, whatever they are called, all cigarettes are toxic and they all cause serious damage. Call Quitline on 131 848, authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
It's a breakthrough! Wonder White Low GI, the first with twice the fibre of regular white bread and low GI. Wonder White, Wonder Bread.
The award-winning Escient Fireball allows you to instantly store, catalogue, manage and access CDs and internet radio, all from one powerful yet simple to use unit. Install your family's entire music collection, add more via the internet and have access from any room. On-screen display makes it easy to view titles, add and delete songs, burn copies and create unique compilation CDs. You can even store photos and view them with music. Escient Fireball, available now at Sturman's.
This Friday and Saturday, direct from the importer, $6 million of GE Anamana refrigerators and clean-made cooking appliances must clear. Save on ovens, cooktops and range hoods. Save hundreds of GE Anamana fridges. Many sacrifice below cost. This Friday and Saturday only. Doors open 9 a.m. Corner West and Kenny Streets, Wollongong.
No, not really a dancer. I did calisthenics, which isn't really dancing. It's more sort of, you know, clubs and rods and, oh God, I can't remember how to do it now. I got told not to come back because I used to hit the other kids with the clubs, so it wasn't a nice experience.
All new Dancing with the Stars begins Tuesday, 7:30.
Alpine skiing with Aussies Craig Branch and John O'Brien. And Hannah Campbell-Pegg competes in the luge.
The Olympic Winter Games continue from Torino. I'll see you right after prison break.
Some kids blast off from breakfast loaded with energy. They're fired up at first, but the energy fizzles out before it really counts. Nutella, as part of a balanced breakfast, helps provide kids with a long-lasting energy they need. With over 100 hazelnuts, the goodness of skim milk and a low GI of 33, Nutella will help get them moving and keep them going. Nutella, energy to live and learn.
Enchanting Edwardian, in store now at Target.
This program, proudly transmitted from the Mail Intelligence Division.
You are about to come face to face with the other people on the island.
You gotta...
And what is it on this film that will explain what they're right in the middle of?
We're gonna need to watch that again.
Lost, Thursday, 8:30.
He's lying. My hands were wet after splashing water on my face.
Police, look at that! Hands up! I never touched those pants. Which brings us back to the gun. The one you said you dumped.
It was planted. It's the only way it could have got there.
Ballistics matched it to a slug that was...
The gun was planted. It was planted. Just like the pants.
Your fingerprints were all over the gun.
Bo.
Who's Bo?
He's the guy who arranged everything. Had me come around the night before, tried a few guns, see which one felt right. And that was the setup right there. One of those must have been the murder weapon. And that's how they got my fingerprints on the gun. Had to be.
All right, so this Bo, he coerces you into doing this all to clear a $90,000 debt.
He's gonna kill my son.
Well?
A lot of I didn't do it, so those don't count for much. Security tape, the one that shows Lincoln pulling the trigger. You've got it, right?
Yeah.
Well, if Lincoln's telling the truth and that tape is lying, I think we should have a look. Decide for ourselves.
You're clear.
It will take the most ingenious prison escape plan to save his brother from death row. But how's he gonna do it?
With a little help from my friends.
Before it's too late.
I got 3 weeks.
Now, everything's about to change.
You're being transferred. What?
How will they get out of this one?
Just have a little faith.
We got a runner! The new show with no boundaries. Prison Break, next Wednesday, 8:30.
The 2006 Torino Olympic Winter Games are proudly brought to you by Prime's telecast partners. Westnet Broadband Internet. Why wait? Get connected to a great Westnet broadband deal today. And new Legos Mediterraneano pasta sauces. The 2006 Torino Olympic Winter Games, inspired by the Mediterranean.
This broadcast has been produced by the 7 Network in association with the International Olympic Committee and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the 7 Network.
It's a summit meeting of the superpowers of alpine skiing. On day 4 at Torino 2006, the absolute elite in the ultimate test of all-round ability. The supercharged thrill of the downhill, the slash and turn of the slalom. 2 electrifying events, 1 gold medal in the men's combined.
It can put you through the mangle or freeze your heart with fear. In today's luge medal runs, Aussie Hannah Campbell-Pegg and those courageous sliders take on the world's fastest track one more time. They're gone in a flash of blades. Speed skating sprint queens carve it up in the women's 500.
The biathlon boys are up and gunning once again, this time in the 10K sprint, and the Alpine nations are on the move in the cross-country team sprint.
Plus, we'll bring you the best of the Bingles as the bodies take a battering at Torino. We're ready for an avalanche of pure adrenaline. Day 4 at the 20th Winter Olympics here on 7.
Buonasera and welcome to the mountains of Piedmont in northern Italy. In fact, we are so far north that the border to France is literally 50 metres down the road. But once again, conditions are perfect for day 4 and we've got an avalanche of action coming your way with alpine skiing and the men's combined. In just a moment, we'll head downhill with Australia's Jono Brower. But before we do, let's check out the view as he'll see it.
Well, it's been 10 years since I stood in this start gate, and it's not got any less intimidating than when I raced the World Championships here. The top is very, very icy. Whoa! Big turn! Sets you up for the Salto d'Angelo! Start to stand hard on the outside ski. What a little looping jump. Didn't get the direction quite right there. A little bit different to the World Championships. Now we're approaching the turn where Alpha had the problem. Another little jump. Heading down towards the Azura S. It's really quite bumpy through here. As we go over the Tironi jump. Whoa! Got caught by a side wind there. And onto the Piano Paradiso. Right, it's a little flat part of the course. You would think it's a chance to relax, but they drop you off the side of the piste onto this bumpy section. Now, onto the Anuve S. I'm heading towards the Acqua Minerale. Got to stay close to this gate here. Hard on the left ski. Really picking up speed now. Going towards the Salto Blue. Got the tips up there. Through the new Parabolica. They're absolutely flying now. Head towards the Salto Vergata. The last jump. Big flight. And tucking it out towards the line. Across the line.
That's how it looks in practice. Now let's do it for real. Our commentators are Stephen Lee and Bruce McAvaney.
Second of the checks here goes.
This is a 7 News Update.
Good evening. Indonesia's president is hoping the death sentences handed to Bali 9 ringleaders won't damage relations with Australia, as 3 more members were sentenced to life behind bars. The wheat bribery inquiry has heard AWB executives were aware kickbacks were being paid to the Iraqi dictatorship 4 years ago. Union officials have labelled the condition of the kitchen at Victoria's Royal Children's Hospital as a third world disgrace. And the location of a new base for Australia's elite athletes has been unveiled in Italy. More news soon.
The mob is in town. Their new owner is missing, and the 18th hole. It just became a crime scene. See why solving this Sin City mystery will become the most fun they've ever had.
Do not open your eyes.
All new Las Vegas, 7:30 Thursday on Prime.
Race into Liquorland and save 20 cents per litre on petrol when you spend over $30 on 6 or more bottles of wine. That's 20 cents per litre off. A high-octane offer, only from Liquorland.
Oh, yeah.
Hungry Jack's great new hearty beef baguette. Pure Aussie beef with hearty home-style seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
Flame grilled the Hungry Jack's way on a fresh baked baguette with fiery Outback sauce, fresh lettuce and tomato and topped off with creamy mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a try with regular Coke and fries. Hungry Jack's hearty beef baguette.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've got such a humongous range. It's just enormous. It's huge. Like when I first started, I was thinking, how am I ever going to remember where anything is? Once you've worked at the store for a little while, you can direct them to exactly where they need to go.
4-tier shelving unit, only $39.98. Polytray wheelbarrow, $49.94. Bozito 850-watt rotary hammer drill kit, $67. Bamboo round fencing, $49. Combination spanner set, just $9.99.
So many product lines.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Race into Liquorland and save 20 cents per litre on petrol when you spend over $30 on 6 or more bottles of wine. That's 20 cents per litre off. A high-octane offer, only from Liquorland.